Minister Nyesom Wike of the Federal Capital Territory. He is the most controversial minister in your cabinet.
So unfortunate. A first class graduate, first class I hear, first class, will bring out a single minister.
Hello, great people. The Minister of FCT, Nyesom Wike, has again slammed Dr. Reuben Abati, one of the presenters on Arise News flagship program, The Morning Show. In a moment, I'll be playing you 3 videos. But before I play you the videos, let me put some things in context. Reuben Abati and Nyesom Wike have not been best of friends, but their hostility reached its peak during the recent presidential media chat with Bola Tinubu. During the media chat, Reuben Abati tried to instigate Bola Tinubu against Nyesom Wike, but fortunately for Wike, the president had some nice and kind words for him, and he also said he dove his heart for Nyesom Wike. Afterwards, Nyesom Wike has always tackled Reuben Abati at any slight opportunity, and he didn't fail to do so during his recent media chat where he had strong words for Reuben Abati. So I'll be letting you watch 3 videos now, which is the first one, the presidential media chat where Reuben Abati tried to instigate the president against Nyesom Wike. The second one is the media chat that Wike had recently where he had strong words for Reuben Abati. He really, had some strong, very strong words for Reuben Abati, and you don't have to miss it. The third one is the response that Reuben Abati gave some time ago about Nyesom Wike, whereby he tongued last Wike saying that Wike does not have the intellect to teach him journalism. Let me leave you to watch the 3 videos, and I look forward to your impression in the comment section. What do you think about the personality of Reuben Abati and Nyesom Wike, and how do you think the hostility between them can be resolved? Let's watch the 3 videos. I look forward to seeing you in the comment section. Let's watch.
Yeah, you were talking about your ministers. Well, when you did the cabinet reshuffle recently, you dropped 5 ministers, you appointed 7. Now, many Nigerians thought this was too little, too late. Do you agree with that assessment? And you were asking that we should show you the example of one minister. Take Minister Nyesom Wike of the Federal Capital Territory. He is the most controversial minister in your cabinet. And in recent times, Nigerians have been crying out that he's grabbing land, he's demolishing buildings, he's acting beyond his powers. Are you concerned that Nyesom Wike could become a political liability?
He's a good man. Nyesom Wike is a performing minister. Nigeria lacks compliance, period. We don't pay our ground rent on time. We don't calendarize things to do. We see compliance as inconveniences. I doff my hat for him.
Your Excellency, a recent video went viral where the president, commended your incredible strides within the FCT, and even citing that he had doffed his heart for you. What was your reaction to that? How did you feel? And would you describe it as one of your most defining moments as an FCT minister?
Ask yourself this question. Your boss says he's very happy with what you're doing. How do you feel?
Certainly happy.
So the question is, if your boss, I'm coming. Yeah. If your boss said, look, I'm happy with what he's doing. I'm happy. I feel satisfied. Even though the question was asked mischievously by Arise. No, with all due respect to you. And that's what we are saying in this country today. In this country, and that's how we keep journalism. That was a presidential media chat. Presidential media what? Chat.
It's because some other ministers
excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. Presidential media chat. So unfortunate. So unfortunate. A first class graduate, first class I hear, first class, will bring out a single minister. Not to say ask question. You say, look, land grabbing. First of all, accuse the minister of land grabbing. And that Mr. President, no, it is political liability to your government. controversial. Singled out a minister. This is what we're talking about in Nigeria. To the glory of God, he was embarrassed. And after Mr. President answered, he couldn't answer the question again. He was embarrassed. Shamelessly. And this is what we have been saying. Everybody has a role to play to make sure that we must not allow our personal interests to overshadow things. We should not.
I think it's a tragedy for the People's Democratic Party that the party has been reduced to the level of the tantrums and the melodrama of one individual called Nyesom Wike, 59-year-old Nyesom Wike, who thinks that the party belongs to him. I hope that the party itself will take part of the blame, because after the 2015-2019 general elections, when everybody abandoned the party, it was Wike that stepped in there using resources. Well, I don't know where those resources came from, but he stood firm to defend the party, to keep the party alive, and to keep other members of the party at the highest level alive. And hence, he developed a sense of entitlement. And he thought, in a royalistic manner, that the top prize, the top position in the party was meant for him. But when he was disappointed, now he's gone ahead to throw tantrums. He didn't make it to the presidential, ticket of the party. He was also pushed aside in the choice of the running mate to the presidential standard bearer, Alhaji, well, he says we should not call him Alhaji, Atiku Abubakar. Okay, so at the end of the day, here we are. So the PDP has a wicked problem. I hope that going forward, the party will learn from their own conduct, from their own mistakes. How, because of stomach infrastructure, many leaders of the party more or less handed over the party to one man who developed a sense of delusion, a sense of exaggerated importance, and thought that he could lord it over other members of the party. Second, now they've had a meeting yesterday. Professor Jerry Ghana, who is one of the founding fathers of the party, says we are one. Well, that contradicts what Nyesom Wike himself pointed out in the interview that he granted at the Port Harcourt International Airport when he returned, from a trip. He said that he will talk more. What is he going to say again? In 15 minutes of rambling, protest, he said Atiku lied in an interview that he had with this station, Arise TV. Two of the interviewers are here. Okay? Now, at the end of the day, he did not debunk the lies that he imagined. I'm not defending the Atiku camp. That's not my job. I'm a journalist. Now, what did Atiku say that he addressed concretely, other than saying Atiku lied? What former Vice President Atiku said is that, look, he was given a short list and he chose from the short list. Nobody was imposed on him. And it is his prerogative to choose his own running mate. Is that a problem? So you ask the question, what exactly does Wike want? The other day when we discussed this matter, when it started, I said, look, Wike is throwing tantrums. They should give him lollipop. The major takeaway from that is interview at the airport is that nobody has brought the lollipop to him. So what is that lollipop that he wants? I said, when a child is crying, you pet him, you give him sweet lollipop, let him lick it. However, the more important point that I've seen is the point made by, former governor of Jigawa State, former Minister of Foreign Affairs, Alhaji Sule Lamido, who says that, look, the party is supreme. And I hear Nyesom Wike, the governor of Rivers State, should follow the example of the likes of, former governor Peter Odili, the example of Rotimi Amechi, the example of the vice president of Nigeria today, Professor Yemi Oshibajo, and others. The Senate president, Dr. Hamad Lawan, who in failing to get the ticket have shown greater maturity. And then you have one individual in one political party just distracting everybody's attention with his own immaturity. And then in that interview, Governor Wike was trying to teach journalism. He even singled me out. Well, Governor Wike is not in a position to teach Reuben Abati journalism. He calls it investigative journalism. Because we went to do an interview, I put it to him that we asked all the right questions. And I've been in this media space. I've been writing for the Nigerian press since 1985. I don't know where Governor Wike was at that time. And I've been on television every day since the year 2000. Thanks to Professor Pachitomi, President Goodluck Jonathan, and Prince Uduka Obagbena. Governor Wike does not have the capacity or the intellect to teach me, Reuben Abati, journalism. Okay? If he wants to study my body of work over the several decades behind me, he will spend more than a year just trying to figure out the amount of work that I have done. But I think it's important, for him to moderate his anger and to just allow Nigerians to focus on serious issues rather than this, self-promotion, this, throwing of tantrums all over the place. And you should look at the example of what people are doing in other jurisdictions where they're talking about ideas. We would like to engage him at the level of ideas, not at the level of his own emotional choices. So people should not think because they are in government, they have a platform, they have the right to just misbehave in the public domain. Because indeed, there are persons who are now saying, what exactly does Governor Wike want? And how far does he want to go? If he is tired of the PDP, he has the option of going to another political party, doesn't he? It's within his rights to do so.